Awesome. We are live. Beau and Big Rob, as he shall henceforth be known.
I
How you
guess
doing,
so.
man?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. I'll be honest, I only watched the half of that game because that was ugly, in my opinion.
Yeah, it wasn't
The
great. It wasn't great.
Giants Niners game.
It was a
Yeah,
one. It was a one possession game at one point when it
not
started.
when I was watching. Well, yeah, when it started. It was tied when it started too.
It was
Yeah.
20. It was 20-12 at one point. I know that, and
That's
then
true. That's
then
true.
Niners pulled ahead. So yeah, it wasn't great. It was not great if you're a Giants fan. Which going in, you didn't have Saquon Barkley. Like expectations should have been pretty low for that one. So that's
Oof.
okay.
I had a rough week.
For predictions.
Actually, no, not too bad. Not too bad.
It's probably pretty balanced. I could probably think of a couple that I got wrong, so it's probably pretty balanced.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's jump right into it because we got a lot of week 2 games to cover. We talked about
We
Minnesota and
do.
Philly last week already, so we don't
We
need to
did.
talk about that one too much. Um, it was an interesting week. It was fun. It was fun for some teams, less fun for others. I'll just say that. We'll talk about the team I'm
Less
referring
fun
to.
for one of the two hosts, for sure. Someone was not in a very texting mood this weekend.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Honestly, I don't mind being 0-2, but I mind being to 0-2 with a hurt quarterback. That's more concerning. We've been 0-2
Yeah,
before, but he wasn't hurt last year, so it's different. Um, but yeah, I say we just hop right into it.
I'm going
We're
Matt
fun.
Patricia mode. I'm putting the pencil in the hair.
There you go. NFL week 2. Let's pop into it, baby. So we're start Green Bay at Atlanta. Game we both got wrong. I almost picked Atlanta. I was this close to picking Atlanta, and I got swayed at the last
Falcons,
second.
honestly, Falcons look like the best team in the NFC South right now.
They do. They do. I agree. Desmond Ritter still isn't doing really anything for me, but they're
He
just
just got to hand the
really
ball off.
yeah, just gotta hand the
He's like
ball
Brock
off.
Purdy. He's like Brock
Yep.
Purdy.
Just a really strong set of running backs there. They have a good offense that they're
They
able
had a
to
good comeback
run
too.
through the running backs. Yeah.
That was a gutsy comeback because
Big
Jordan
time.
Love
It was
was looking
an
pretty. Sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it was very anti-Atlanta that they're the ones pulling the comeback for once.
I know. New regime, getting rid of those old demons.
Yeah.
Um, well, I texted you during the game. I'm like watching Red Zone. I'm like, damn, Green Bay, Jordan Love's looking solid. He's just managing the game well. He's making the throws, and then I didn't see much of the comeback, but it's like, lean on Bijan, lean on that rushing game. That's going to get you places.
Yeah,
Bijan looks
124
special, like we all
yards.
said.
Cracked the 100-yard mark for the first time in his career. Um, shout out Bijan carrying me in fantasy. Not carrying me because my team's loaded. Yeah, fun times for sure. We love that. Um, Atlanta, like you said, gutsy comeback win at home. They're looking strong right now. I won't
They
lie.
are.
Moving ahead here, Vegas and Buffalo, just an absolute beatdown here.
Buffalo took
Um,
care of business. They were pissed.
They were pissed. They looked like they were pissed. They looked like a team that had been called frauds all week. Took it to a lesser level of competition. They took him behind the woodshed. Um, it was it was a laugher. Josh Jacobs had -2 yards rushing. Just insane, man.
Yikes.
Just absolutely insane. James Cook 123 yards. Josh Allen. Josh Allen didn't even have to do a whole lot for the air. They just took care of business. They did exactly what they should have done in week 1. Reestablished himself more towards the class of the AFC there. But yeah, Buffalo kind of just doing what we expect Buffalo to do in a home game against the Raiders, who granted we're 1-0 going in, but um let's see. Our first game that we had a disagreement on coming up here. Gosh, man.
Take the lead on this one, buddy.
Lamar's good now. Lamar's really good. Dude, he was cooking in that Todd Monken offense. I won't lie. He was good through the air. Didn't even have to do a whole lot on the ground. He was good when he did have to run it, but like he didn't even have to do a lot on the ground. He was cooking, man. He looked really, really strong. Um, yeah, that the Ravens are tough this year. The Ravens are a really good freaking team until they all get hurt. Which
Hmm.
they will because it's the Ravens. Um, from a Bengals perspective, um, Dax Hill still looks good. Dax Hill's still
Nice. There we
balling
go.
out. We like that. He was pretty much the only defensive player that looked like he came to play this week. I won't lie. Um, yeah, man. As soon as the offense started to click a little bit, and it did towards the end of this game, actually. The offense looked much better this week than it did against Cleveland, which
Hmm.
step in the right direction. The defense fell apart, and then Joe Burrow got hurt again. It's like, what are we doing here? So Jake Browning, it's not official, but he's probably going to start against the Rams. If he does, 0-3.
Is it at LA?
No, it's in Cincinnati.
Get some revenge. I think that's going to be a pretty damn motivated Bengals team.
It's Jake freaking Browning. This is going to be the
Mount Lake
quarterback,
Jake,
man.
baby. One of the
Gosh, bro.
several. I think Jake Locker was the original Mount Lake Jake,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I
And
think
Jake
I think
Hayner and Jake Eason. Still just a long line.
well, have you seen the new thing that the new Jake quarterback is now the name ending in P quarterback because it was like the stat leaders were like Penix, Pickett, and someone else with a P in their last name. I just thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Tony
So
Castricone's been turning out stats all week, man. I did take the Ravens +3, so
okay.
that's a cover for me right there.
Yep. Easy
Um,
cover.
easy cover. Yeah, that Monken offense is looking good. Say Flowers looks real, like we said.
Yeah. Safe Flowers is really good. For Safe Flowers is
Yep.
really good. Rip Odell Beckham. That's 3 games in a row that he's gotten hurt playing
Jeez.
the Bengals. It's crazy. Every time he plays the Bengals, he gets hurt.
He's
It's
just got to
actually
stop playing the
insane.
Bengals, man.
He needs to stop playing in games where he's playing the Bengals. It's absolutely
I think
ridiculous.
he's got an ankle. I don't know how long
Yeah,
he's
ankle.
gonna be out for that,
He's
but
not practicing so far. Doesn't mean he's going to be out on Sunday, but he hasn't practiced at all this week so far. So we'll see.
mm,
Um, but it's not going to be like a long term thing. It doesn't sound like. At worst, it sounds like it'd be this week. Um, but yeah, there you go. Odell Beckham. If you want to have a long, prosperous career, all you need to do is stop suiting up against Cincinnati. Go to an NFC team and stay there this time. How about that?
man.
Before this game gets me a freaking hernia, I think we should probably move on to the game that we will like to talk about, or at least one of us will like to talk about.
Yeah, you know, I have no idea what to think of this team because I thought I was very confident that we were going to go in there and get our butts kicked, and they totally shocked me. Two not very good tackles went in there, and the only sack was because of Gino being an idiot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Curhan and Forsythe played so well. Curhan totally got away with a hold on the last play of the game. Uh, but yeah, that was such a weird game. I still don't know what to think of this team. People are going down left and right on both sides of this team. CJ Gardner Johnson out for the year. Dave Montgomery, couple weeks. Tariq Woolen not playing this weekend. Mike Morris, this was before that, but show favorite Mike Morris out for the season.
Oh
And
no!
he
See, I
played
thought
good
he was
week one.
hurt.
He played good week one. Yeah, he's out for the year. Charles Cross, I don't think he's playing this weekend either. He's got turf toe. And look it up. Turf toe is freaking nasty.
No, it
It's
is.
so scary. Uh so what was crazy is they played their run game really well. The Seahawks played against the Lions run game quite well. Offense looked much better. And they clearly were not taking any deep shots because they knew that the tackles wouldn't be able to hold up. They did not take any deep shots. I want to see this offense when we're got Tyler and DK going deep, and Jason can get some real touches in the middle. He got a couple of touches, hasn't done too much lately. We need more Zach Charbonnet because he looks good when he's out there. He's getting like no touches. It's driving me freaking crazy. Then the defense, it's like Trey Brown had a crazy pick six, had a great fumble recovery. We still gave up like 450 yards. It's just what is there to think about that? I think we got like 2 sacks. I think Draymond Jones got his first sack. Jaron Reed's looked quite good. I'll say that. And Julian Love looks awful. He has just his PFF grades are really bad. He has looked bad. I want to see what Jamal's like. But honestly, I think we did win the game, but the Lions definitely lost the game as well. They played down to us. They were not focused. What was hilarious though, all-time troll was wearing the ski mask in the locker room after the win. Wasn't even a good player. It was Jarek Reed, who was like a 6th-round safety from New Mexico. But it was funny as hell.
Someone's got to do it, man. Someone's got to do
it.
And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was originally a 4th-round safety. So
former player, and now coach, former special teams captain Nico Thorpe was also wearing a ski mask and dancing around.
There you go. That's inspired.
It was so. Well, I still have no idea what to think of this team. Deeply flawed team.
There you go. From a Lions perspective, I'll just say from a Lions perspective, can't be dropping games like this. Can't be dropping games like this where you're favored and you're at home. A little bit of a letdown game after
they were riding that high too much. They were riding that high.
Exactly. So, Lions need to come out. I don't necessarily think this is like a damning indictment of the Lions or anything like that. They'll still be fine, but they just need to be better going forward.
Honestly, the worst thing the Lions did is they played for overtime. They had the ball in the red zone with 1:20 left and let them kick. They should have scored. That was dumb.
Yep.
And here we go. I'll say this. Go ahead. Overtime rules suck, even though they benefited me. They suck. They're bad. I'd rather just go to the college rules, especially the old college rules. No ties through that, and that's just it's better.
Yep, I agree. Moving on here, LA and Tennessee. LA has such a bad defense. The Chargers defense is awful. They have way too much talent on that side of the ball to be that bad. It's ridiculous. They're horrible. They're really
defense
horrible.
Got figured out it was good for 1 year and then people instantly figured it out. But also it's really hard to get the players that make it really tick. So like Staley made a really perfect defense for that Rams team that had a prime Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey and other good pieces around it.
Yeah.
What a good coach, what Belichick has always done, what makes him the greatest defensive coach, at least, is he's just adapted his scheme for years and years for what players he has. That's what makes it good. Staley has not been able to do that. That's for sure. How is against Tannehill, who looks, it was like, how do you do that?
Yeah, that was bad. It was really bad. Chargers gonna Charger. They're making me feel a little bit less bad about the Bengals, I guess. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. So, at least another playoff team from last year's I went to. Same with the Vikings, I guess. They play each other this week, actually.
No, Austin Eckler definitely hurt him.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah. And no Joey Bosa either.
He's out too, damn.
Yeah.
Brandon Staley, that seat is getting hot.
Oh yeah, he should have been fired after the playoff game last year.
Someone needs to Matt Campbell him. What did that guy say? It's like, Matt Campbell, he hardly said anything to him. He's like, Matt Campbell, you're on the hot seat. Like, what do you say to me? What do you say to this? After you lost to Ohio.
Yep. Yeah.
Another funny clip. I think I showed it to you.
Yeah, we talked about that one the other day. Yeah.
No.
Oh, never mind.
The clip I showed you today. It was the Kenny Dillingham interview.
Oh, yeah.
Where he looks like he's coked out of his mind. And he literally goes Herm Edwards mode of, I don't care if it's against Michael Jordan. I'm playing to win. It's like you literally just said you play to win the game, buddy. It's full circle.
They end
That's
up
a
just hiring a younger, whiter Herm Edwards. That's crazy.
which team is worse? Last year's Colorado or this year's ASU?
Last year's Colorado, but not by a
Hmm.
lot. It's close. It's really freaking close. ASU almost beat Oklahoma State. And granted, Oklahoma State's not good either, but they are a power
Oklahoma
five
State
team.
got stomped by
No,
who
that's what
was
I'm
it?
saying. By South Alabama. No, I know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Like
South
they
Alabama.
hung with a power five team. Last year's Colorado team wouldn't have hung with a power five team.
And like Rashad is hurt now too. Rashad is probably gonna redshirt now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. They have a bowl ban for this year and maybe even more sanctions because Herm Edwards was an idiot.
Yep. It's bad. ASU's not in a good spot.
No
Go
longer
go go
firm for Herm.
Wildcats.
Go
Go
watch
Wildcats.
go watch that video online. The Kenny Dillingham interview. He's I don't know who's like I think there was a lot of booger sugar going around that Oregon coaching room last year with Dan Lanning, how crazy he gets and how coked out he looks, and same with Dilly. One of those two is gonna have a absolute like meltdown in the next 2-3 years. Calling it.
So I mean, good win by Tennessee, I guess. Game like this at home kind of gets you back on track. I don't know if they won it
That's
more than the
a
Chargers
pesky
lost it
team.
more,
If
but hey,
Vrabel
they're
team's going to be in it. It's like a Pete
yep,
Carroll team. They're going to win games they shouldn't.
yep, yep. Moving down, this was another one of our disagreements and one that I got you
Ooh,
on.
man, this one looks
And this is
bad.
all on the Justin Field, dude. This is the Justin Fields meltdown game here. It was
Oh
bad.
gosh, it was not good. He's like legally blind. It's like Trent Richardson running level bad.
It's Trent Richardson only as a quarterback, so having
Yeah,
even bigger impact on the game. Yeah, it was bad. He was just like not. He was running into sacks. He was missing
he
open
was seeing ghosts,
receivers.
man. He was
And
seeing
he was
ghosts
throwing a pick six to a defensive lineman. It was like
at the 2-yard line.
at the 2 yard line on a screen pass. All you have to do is get it over.
Or throw it in the ground at least. That would have been
Yeah.
safety though, but probably.
Yeah. Do you see it? They ran the exact same play the play before. So they knew it was like it
Oh
was the
man.
same formation and everything. It was like, okay, let's just maybe we make sure we check the running back. They ran so what happened was they ran the exact same play and it actually did end up gaining 15 yards, but it got called back for a holding. So they ran the same play again. It didn't even occur to the Bears OC. Okay, that play worked. But now the Bucks are going to be ready for it this next time because they got a mulligan. Didn't even occur to them.
That not even John Don would do that.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Oh gosh, the whole Chicago stuff
Yeah.
is just a mess. Their defensive coordinator's house getting raided by the FBI. And
I saw another
there.
report that said that wasn't true. So another report that said that didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
If it did, though, that's crazy.
The report about Eberflus crying, so that wasn't real.
Yeah. If any of that stuff was real, man, holy crap. Chicago's got bigger issues than Justin Fields not seeing the field well, ironically. But
and they cut Peterman too.
But they brought him back. You see they brought him back.
Oh, they did.
On the practice squad. Yeah. There you go.
You know who I'm surprised is on a practice squad is Tommy Togiai. I'd take him right now. That's a true nose tackle.
I would probably need him right now, honestly.
No Mike Morris. No
Mike Morris.
We just waived Tyreek Smith. Not too happy about that, but I think injuries were too bad for him or something. He was hurt all last year too. 6th-round pick, so not much you can do there. On the other side, though, Tampa.
Yeah, Mayfield.
You know what I was thinking about today?
Yeah.
So I saw an article that said, "Is Baker the new Geno Smith?" Now, like that comparison isn't the best because Geno Smith was bad for 10 years, not like 2, like Baker. But the similarity I see though.
What's that?
Who's the offensive coordinator this year in Tampa?
It's that the guy who was the Seahawks QB coach last year. What was it? Canales or?
Yep, Dave Canales.
Canales, yeah.
That's
There
an
you go,
interesting
man.
one.
There
But
you
he
go.
looks
What
good.
he's building a head coaching resume, man.
He
With if he
is.
can get back to back comeback player of the years type of performances.
Yeah. He might get his name out there. Damn, that might have been a third round pick for us. Ah,
Tough, man. Tough.
should have elevated him.
You should have. Wait, hold on just a second here. Dave Canales is white though. You only
I think
get
he,
the
I think he's Mexican American.
is he?
Yeah.
Quick check. Latino. Nope. Doesn't say on his Wikipedia page. Cannot confirm. But
It's the same. He's definitely less the white than Mike McDaniel.
yeah, it's pretty much on the same wavelength there. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, it would have been a third round pick, maybe.
Really good
But
dude though. I loved his Twitter. He was a great guy. I miss Canales.
yeah. Mike Evans, it looks like he's ready to light the world on fire. Thank you. Shout out Zach Jocelyn for dumb fantasy trade that he thought he smoked me on. I'm loving it. I'm actually putting him in my starting lineup this week. Fingers crossed it continues.
Yeah, I wonder if this is a repeat of 2019 or is it for real?
I guess we'll find out. They do play in a really weak division where
They
the
do.
NFC South back in the day used to have the Saints team back at the height of their late 2010s power. They don't have that anymore.
Nope.
So
It's it's a clear
it's
path.
kind of for open season, and they are the defending NFC South champs. So
Who's their quarterback though? That's the thing.
Tom Brady. Now it's Baker Mayfield. They upgraded.
All right, and on this next one, you got me again here. I messed
I'm up
up.
to 2-1. I'm up to 2-1.
I messed up on this one. I took the Jags outright. I really shouldn't have.
Gosh, man, freaking Jack! I was rooting for Jacksonville hard though. Even with our bet, I was rooting for Jacksonville
It was just an
hard.
ugly game on both sides for the most part.
No, it was. Neither side was able to get much going on offense. The Chiefs' defense looks much better this year. I'll give them
It
credit for
does
that.
with
In both
Chris
games, they've
Jones.
looked much
With
better.
Chris Jones too.
Jacksonville, their defense held the Chiefs in check for most of the game, only allowing 17 points. You should be thinking you're going to win most games where you only allow 17 points. But man, just they couldn't get anything going on offense. The Jaguars. It was kind of tough to watch actually. Just nothing seemed to work. Just couldn't break through it all.
Nope, it was tough, man. And it was hot in Jacksonville that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But it's fun to see a match between two big contenders in the AFC.
Yeah, for sure.
And now the opposite of two contenders in the AFC. We had an
Colts and
AFC
Texans.
South treat between the Colts and the Texans. And man, Colts look better than we all thought they were going to be. That defense looks pretty dang good.
Yeah. Gardner Minshew came in balled out after Richardson.
Oh man,
too.
sucks to see that AR went down.
Yeah.
That's going to happen if you keep
too.
running him into the ground. Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
I knew it when he on those back of the head hits. Those hurt. Those get you.
Yep. Yeah, Colts took care of business. And CJ Stroud, I mean, he looks solid, 384 yards. That's gonna play.
Tank Dell is definitely, his number one guy.
Yeah. Nico Collins also finished with almost 150 yards. Like, yeah, big day.
You see the connection between him and Dell. It's fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Colts, they took care of business in this game. There's not much to say about it, honestly. I mean, this game was actually a blowout for a while. The Texans had a tiny bit of a comeback to make it look like it was closer than it really was. Great to the Colts, though. I mean, a win's a win, right? So, Texans, you better start winning because you don't have your first round pick this year.
Colts are going to be a feisty team to play every year. That's a fun defense this year. That's a fun defense, and if you got AR, he's tough to play against.
For sure.
I think they're going to be one of those teams that are rebuilding that play really hard and get some wins that maybe that people aren't expecting, and they're not tanking. They're trying to win and get better. Yep. That reminds me of last year's Lions a little bit.
Yep. I don't know if they'll come as close to making the playoffs
Oh
as last year's
no,
Lions did,
no,
though.
they're not getting close.
Yeah.
Next
Well, they
game.
San Francisco and LA. Well, Battle of California. San Francisco played a home game
Yep.
at their site
That's
B.
very red.
Very, very red, as most Rams games are, especially when they play the Niners. Um, Rams hung with them though. This was a
Mm-hmm.
close game. The
They
Rams are
hung with them.
feisty, man. Rams are a good football team.
Yeah, it makes me feel better about week one.
Yeah, they definitely hung with them. I mean, this was between the three games the Niners had played, this was by far the closest. I mean, the Rams were right there. The Rams were right there, late in the second or late in the fourth quarter, or not late in the fourth quarter, late in the third quarter. Um, they had chances to win this football game, and ultimately the Niners won out because superior talent. Christian McCaffrey is a freaking stud, but Matthew Stafford threw 300 yards on a good secondary. Puka Nakua still looks just going out of his mind, just being force fed the ball, and it works. Like, it's a
I don't
fun
think it's
team.
gonna last. I don't think this is definitely going to be the highest to Puka is the first 2 weeks. I don't think he's anything special. Unlike Cooper Cup, who is a bit more special than Puka. I think he's just being force fed, like you said. I think he's the best option they have right now until.
Let's
But
see, man.
I don't know. I think team's defense can adjust a little bit. Like he has sloppy route running. I think that's what I saw seeing some videos. I don't think it's going to last.
We'll see, man. He'll probably go for like 200 against Cincinnati next week with my luck. So, um, yeah, but there you go. Rams are feisty, man. Rams
They
are
are. They're fun.
feisty. They're kind of like what we said about the Colts, although I think with how weak the NFC is, I think they can't make a run. Uh Come close at least like a wild card. Not for the division.
Depends.
I think
It
San
depends if
Francisco's got,
Stafford can stay healthy.
of course, always does with him. But if Stafford stays healthy for all 17 games, I could see him sneaking into a wild card. But we shall find out. Moving on to the last NFC West team, the Arizona Cardinals hosted New York Giants. They got out to a big 20-0 early lead. And then they
Yep.
were and then Michael Bidwell made a call down to his coach, and he said, "Remember what we're doing here. Remember what the goal is."
They Lovey Smith them.
Lovey Smith them. Blew a 20-0 lead. Lost 31-28 at home to a Giants team with zero punch on offense. We were talking before we hit record, and yeah, the Cardinals are feisty. They're gonna give some teams some run, but at the end of the day, they have no talent,
Mm-mm.
and it's
They're
showing
starting
on the football
Josh
field.
Dobbs.
Yep, it's just so tough. It's just so tough at this point to be consistent, or it's ugly. It's ugly. And
I think
Josh
as the
Dobbs isn't
season
even
goes
playing that
on
bad.
and they
Yeah.
lose depth, I think that's really when it's going to hurt them.
Well, it's going to come even worse. And I mean, Buda Baker's on IR now,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's going to be ugly.
You
For
know,
sure.
one thing that someone told me the other day that really made a lot of sense to me, and I never really thought about it before.
Yeah,
It's like the reason why the Huskies always beat the Cougs in the Apple Cup pretty. You can expect a win, especially last 20 years. Like not like it's more about depth at that school, recruiting depth and stuff like that, because they always play last game of the year. Cougs are usually pretty, especially past 10 years, been pretty solid team, pretty good team sometimes first half of the year, maybe first 2/3. But when you get to the last third, a lot of people banged up, a lot of people out. You need that depth to keep going, and the Cardinals definitely do not have that.
they are lacking that for sure. They don't even have starters, let alone depth. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. And now with Buda out, it's gonna get even
That's
rougher.
tough, man. That's tough. Save
I mean,
Buda.
he was pretty much their only guy on defense, really, on all three
Kaiser
levels.
White's been playing pretty good.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. James Conner getting over the 100 yards rushing though. That's fun. Good for them. Moving on to the other New York team that got smoked this week. I guess Giants won, actually, not a good comparison. The other New York team did get smoked though. The Giants, or not the Giants. I'm all over the place. The Jets went down to that. Wait, what have our predictions been? Where are we at predictions wise?
Oh yeah. We just
did we differ on Giants at Cardinals?
We did. You had the Cardinals covering. They covered by 1 point.
I'm 3-1.
I don't know why the hell you did that.
I'm 3-1, baby. I'm 3-1.
So Jets and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys look like a really good team, and I hate it.
Honestly, hate to say it, but the two best teams in the league might be the Cowboys and Niners right now. Probably are.
You're probably right, but Cowboys had a horrible blow today.
Right, they did. Trevon Diggs was playing out of his mind. He was going to have a career year if the first 2 weeks were any indication. That is huge loss. Like, it can't be overstated. The thing is, though, like you're talking about with depth, the Cowboys kind of have a stable of corners that are going to be able to step in and perform. Deron Bland still really, they'll. It's going to be a huge blow. Don't get me wrong, but like it's not like they're trotting out you or me at corner now. Like they've got guys.
It wasn't Micah. I think that's what Cowboys fans got to be happy about.
Right. If it was Micah, we'd be really in trouble.
Micah's probably the closest thing we've had since Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. Just the all around. I mean, like you can literally put him in any
anywhere.
Position on the front seven, and he just dominates it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, Cowboys dominated. Offense looked, it looked like it needed to. It looked good. Didn't need to look amazing, but it looked good. Their defense is gonna carry them, and it's going to continue to carry them as long as the Trevon Diggs injury doesn't just totally hold him back. It sucks that it happened in practice too. Those practice injuries suck because it's just it happens out of nowhere. You're checking your phone on a Thursday afternoon, you see, Trevon Diggs is out for the season when he was practicing totally fine this time yesterday. It sucks. Mm-hmm. It really sucks.
I hate it.
But yeah, Cowboys look really good. Moving forward here.
This game was hilarious.
This game was so crazy, dude.
It was like 21-3.
Yeah.
And then the commies take the lead and like add on to the lead.
It was 35-21.
Then Denver comes back and then a miracle Hail Mary. And then
the missed DPI on the 2-point conversion.
They're never going to call it. They're never going to
No, they never would. You can't. Yeah, they never would. But still, it's like they missed it. I mean, it would happen.
Yep. Sean Payton's never gotten a DPI ever. But
no,
the commies, commies are 2-0.
Dude, it's great. And granted, they played freaking Arizona and Denver.
I think
they
my
played
2-0
teams.
Denver getting better was wrong. That was bad. Really
I don't know. The thing is, I think they are better, but they're just losing in more pathetic ways. Or no, not pathetic. They're losing in sadder ways. They were more pathetic last year, where it was just
scored more
total
than 16
ineptitude.
Points.
Yeah,
they scored more
last year was
points.
just total ineptitude. This year it's not ineptitude. This year's bad luck, honestly.
Yeah.
So their record might not be much better, but I think the team itself still is, at least on offense. The defense is taking a step back.
Russ looked much better.
Yeah.
They screwed up in not keeping Egiavera.
They did. He is not it as a defensive coordinator. Their defense is taking a step back. I mean, shoot, you allowed 35 points to St. Howell. What are we doing here, guys?
Egiavera's defense is looking good in Carolina. Those blitzes are fun.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. Denver might continue to be cooked. But hey, congratulations to the Raiders for still being second place in the AFC West at this point in the season. Never would have predicted it. Actually, technically, who'd Vegas beat? I guess it doesn't matter. Vegas beat Denver. Oh yeah, no, Raiders are first place in the division right now because their win was in division. The Chiefs' win wasn't. 2 weeks in, Raiders first place, baby. There's your consolation prize for all you Raiders fans pissed about losing by 28 points to the Bills. You're still first in the division. Props to you guys. And then speaking of division, Miami, New England. Miami getting to 2-0 here. New England falling to 0-2.
I saw a
And
tweet that's sorry, go ahead. You finish.
oh no, I was just gonna say, Miami continues to look really good. Although Bill had some fun stuff in this. The punt or the field goal block play was kind of
That's
fun.
neat. That they must have seen something on film to time that up the way they did. They must have
That
been
was
some sort
crazy.
of tell. I
That was
think
actually
so many teams are going to try it this weekend. It's not going to work.
no.
That was crazy. One thing that I saw on Twitter, and I think I might agree with it now, is that Mike McDaniel is now the coach that's furthest ahead of the game, not Shanahan anymore. And I can see that.
Mhm.
Those little short motions to Tyreek, those were fun.
Yep. Yep. Let's see. Jalen Waddle led this game in receiving, although he lost some of his brain power in the process. He's now 2 days without practicing, so he could very well be missing
Concussion?
this week. Concussion, yeah.
What's up with the Dolphins and concussions,
It's rough, man. It's rough. It's because they're playing on land. They need to play their games in water.
man?
But yeah, look at who would have thought, Patriots are 0-2. When's the last time Patriots were 0-2?
I think it was 2001. They were saying it
Wow,
on the
man.
TV.
Oh, that's right. They were. I remember that now. And then they went on to win the Super Bowl that year with a little quarterback from
A
Michigan by the name
bust.
of Thomas Edward Brady.
Overrated.
Overrated, yeah. Definitely not the greatest of all time.
I could have been the quarterback in that game.
You guys say you could have had a Tom Brady level career?
No, that the first couple Patriots Super Bowls, yes, I could have
Oh
been.
well, yeah. They're just carried by the defense back then.
And Adam Vinatieri. Yeah.
Yeah, it was right. 2007 was kind of the turning point when they had the
Yeah.
undefeated regular season. That's when it really became his team. So, but credit where credit's due. Had the greatest career of all time. And now the Patriots have Mac Jones, mac and cheese.
That will grew now.
Oh, and they have Wilker. Oh God, don't remind me that Jake Browning's going to be the starting quarterback for like 3 weeks. Maybe not. I don't know. Burrow was at practice today. Fingers crossed, but
Great DJ Reader for Drew Lock.
no. Shoot, I would just go sign Carson Wentz out of his cabin in North Dakota before I do that.
UW should bring Carson Wentz in as quarterback coach.
Be fun, actually.
Although, wait, no, I don't think he'd like the book because he's a South Dakotaite.
Yeah.
That's probably South Dakotan, not ite.
South Dakotan. Yeah, I think it's South Dakotan. But yeah, Miami. Shoot, Tua's first in MVP odds right now. Actually,
Oh, that's such no way.
it's week. It's true, but it's week 2. Like you can't be.
He is playing good, but he should never be MVP.
No, it'll be crazy, but
who would be MVP right now? Probably Mahomes again.
I don't think you could do it for a team that's 1-1. It'd have to be a team that's 2-0. Would it be? It wouldn't be Hurts because he hasn't had quite
McCaffrey.
the same season. It could be McCaffrey, honestly. That actually wouldn't be a bad call. It might be McCaffrey at this point. I'm just looking. Has to be a 2-0 team, so like 2 is an option.
Lamar. Dak.
Lamar.
Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons.
I have Micah Parsons.
Defensive
Lamar.
MVP. Jalen.
Yeah, it's probably Tua, Lamar, or Mike
McCaffrey.
Parsons. Or
Jalen
McCaffrey. Yeah.
All right, let's get back to it. We got 2 more games to finish out.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Monday night.
I was hating on the Monday night doubleheader. I kind of liked it.
It was fun.
Before the fact I hated on the Monday night doubleheader, it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. Talk about the first one here, the less interesting one. Saints, Panthers.
Honestly, I watched this one until the other one started.
Exactly.
And at halftime.
Nice.
That's what probably most people did. Poor Shaq Thompson.
Right. UW great. Grant High School great too in Sacramento.
Oh yeah. Coach Sark got him out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, these teams are bad. I was high on the Saints, and I think Yeah, it was mainly because of the schedule, but I was like, geez, I didn't think he'd look this bad on offense. I think Dennis Allen's probably getting fired this year. He should be.
He should have been fired last year, honestly, for being totally real. But yeah, Saints and Panthers. I was kind of high on the Panthers. They're just look kind of inept right now.
Well,
We'll see what it's a rookie quarterback. They're still opening
not
up the
anymore
offense
because
for
the
him
Red Rifle's
because Andy
starting this
Dalton's
weekend.
starting. Dude, Andy Dalton's gonna go into Seattle and win.
It's away. It's away.
No, I'd say he's gonna go into Seattle and win.
He's not. It's away.
No, the Seahawks are at home.
No,
Where's it?
this week too.
Wait, is it late? No, this is what. Wait, is the Seahawks game not on here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's in Seattle.
What? I was
Yeah.
told it was in. Damn it! Why are
No,
they
they're
wearing
doing-
white jerseys? They're wearing white
because they're
jerseys at home.
celebrating the Super Bowl
Yeah,
this
the
week.
Super Bowl. Okay.
So they're wearing the same uniforms they wore in
We
that game.
better not fucking lose that game.
That'd be embarrassing if you lost to Andy Dalton in the Super
If we
Bowl
lost to Panthers
celebration
again at home, oh man.
in the Super Bowl celebration game. That'd be brutal. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we get to next week. But
I bet. Oh man, I'm scared though. I as soon as it got mentioned that they're switching quarterbacks, I'm fucking scared.
Yeah.
Like they should have benched him though. Just keep him in the fire. That's what you got to do at this point. If you didn't want to start him right away, you shouldn't have started him right away. At this point, you got to keep him in.
he did get hurt. It wasn't a major injury.
Oh, he got hurt? Oh,
yeah, he got hurt. Yeah. No, he got hurt. It wasn't like a pure benching. He got hurt.
Okay. Well, that's
but it wasn't a major injury. I think what I heard honestly is it's almost kind of like a hide where it's like if he was like a seasoned vet at this point, he could play through it. But they kind of are like, don't want to risk this when he's still as young as he is. And also, allow him to he's not playing that great right now anyway. So allow him to, kind of get back into it, take more mental reps in practice and stuff, and put him back out there when he's ready. So that's why you bring in a veteran quarterback as a backup, and not Jake Browning. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep saying that. Why is Jake Browning our QB too? Okay, moving on.
Who was the other quarterback in the preseason for the Bengals?
It's Trevor Siemian. He's been around the league. They'll probably give him a call now that Will Grier's out. But yeah, Cleveland and Pittsburgh. I shouldn't be smiling because this is the Nick Chubb game, but rest in peace, Nick Chubb's left leg. You've now died twice.
He's probably done. Yeah,
he might be done.
That was horrifying. I love Nick Chubb. I've always really liked Nick Chubb, and that
yeah.
You knew it was bad when they're like, we're not going to show it when they show everything, and then you hear the crowd reaction going, just like how nasty it was on the big screen or something. It was like, yikes.
Yeah.
And I went like 5 minutes without seeing it. And then, of course, on a Discord group, someone posted, it's like, oh, come on, man. He's got to hang it up, man. I love Nick Chubb. You got to walk when you're 50. That's the second time. I think you got to hang him up.
Yep. Minka, you hit the wrong guy in the Browns backfield. I'll just say that.
It wasn't a dirty hit, though. It was cool.
No, it wasn't. I'm just saying he should have done that same hit on Deshaun. He was also at an ACL archery before. So, go for him next time. However, Minka's had some questionable hits in the past. So,
I don't think that one was dirty, though.
Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a clean hit. Unfortunate, but not dirty.
It really sucks.
Yeah.
Browns are done.
Browns are done. No, Deshaun Watson is horrible. Single-handedly won the Steelers this game. I should mention. The Steelers' offense is also horrible. Both these teams are really horrible, honestly.
The fire Matt Canada chance.
Yeah.
That's pretty. I remember we were high on the Steelers' offense preseason. It's like, what?
Both of these offenses are completely inept. And they continue will be. The only reason the Browns offense didn't look inept was because Nick Chubb was carrying them, literally. He might never play again now.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, Ravens. AFC North champions 2023.
Don't count out the Bungles just yet.
If Burrow was healthy, I wouldn't, but
so Seahawks got some really good luck going for them. Pull up their schedule right now. I got something crazy to show you. I got some really good luck. on injuries, opposing injuries.
Mm-hmm. They play Panthers
No
without
Bryce Young.
Young.
No Saquon.
Get a bye week.
We'll see about Joe. And then
It's
no
the
Chubb.
Cardinals. It's the Cardinals, and then Nick Chubb. Yeah, man.
They got some pretty good luck right there.
They got some games they can win here for sure. And shoot, by week 9, who knows how many injuries Baltimore's going to have? So they usually do. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They'll lose like 2 of those games they should win.
Oh, and there's
the Seahawks
one game
way.
I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
I did win Dolphins -3.
Okay, there you go. That if they'd allowed the Cole Strange play to stand, man.
He didn't have it.
He didn't, but if they'd allowed it.
It
So what
would've
does
fun.
that bring the final record to for the week 3 to me?
3-2 you, and I think it was it 2-2 last week?
It was 2-2 the week before, so I'm up
so
to
you're up by
5-4. 5-4 on the season. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We'll take that. Any more thoughts on week 2 before we move on to week 3 here?
No, I'm good.
Awesome. We will move on then. So obviously Giants Niners already happened, so we won't be making a prediction on that unless, I'm going to very boldly say that the Niners are going to win 30-12. It's my prediction.
No way. That's a weird score to choose, man. How did the Giants get 12?
4 field goals, man. 4 field goals or a touchdown, a failed 2-point conversion. And 2 field goals.
All
There
right,
are
let's
many
get
ways.
into the picks.
Titans going to the battle of the king and the guy that was trying to steal his crown and might never steal anything again because he wouldn't be very good at robbing banks on one leg.
I am very confused with what this is. So the Browns are favored here?
The Browns are favored by 3.5. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how this line moved in favor of the Browns after the Nick Chubb injury, after it opened at -3. I think the Titans win this game, honestly.
I agree.
I just don't think the Titans I don't think the Browns can do anything on offense right now.
Nope.
I don't necessarily think the Titans are going to do a lot on offense either because the Browns have a really good defense. This is going to be like a 17-14 game. But if I'm getting 3 points with the Titans, I'd take Ryan Tannehill over to Deshaun Watson right now, crazy as it is to say.
I agree.
And they've still got Derrick Henry. Yeah.
I agree.
Titans win straight up. Titans plus 3.5. I take that.
Me too.
Falcons Lions.
At Lions. I like -3 with the Falcons because this could be a hard-nosed ground and pound. No David Montgomery. There's no way he's playing this week. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is also banged up. I think this is low-scoring ground and pound. I like Falcons +3.
Okay. I like that. I agree. I think it's going to be low scoring. However, I do think the Lions find a way to cover. Maybe win by like 6. So it's going to be our first disagreement. I got Lions -3. That'll be fun though. That'll be a fun one. I like that one. It's a fun week 3 game. Fun week 3 early.
I could see the Lions coming back pissed and playing well.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like never count out a wounded animal,
This is a fun one.
Saints. Honestly,
Packers.
A fraudulent 2-0 versus a very competitive 1-1.
This is a tough one. Vegas, is very close on this one as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty apparent. Since I've been riding the Saints train, I don't believe it. I think the Packers will win, but I'm going to go Saints +1.5 because I'm on the Saints train.
You think they're going to win by 1
Just for
point?
fun. Just for fun.
All right. I feel confident saying Packers -1.5. I feel confident in that one. The Packers they've been a competitive, good team. And they're at home, and they're only losing 1.5 to a Saints team that I'm pretty sure is still fraudulent. Like,
it is very fraudulent. I'm just doing this for shits and gigs here because I've been the Saints guy this offseason.
That's fair. Dolphins hosting the Broncos. Are the Dolphins hold on? I need to bring up something because this is important. NFL uniform database. Here we go. It's a great website if you
They
ever want
wear
to track
white at
who's.
home.
They usually
Most
wear
do.
white at home at this time of year, but I just want to confirm. Yep, they're wearing white. Broncos smartly not wearing navy, which would have been dumb, of course. But always need to check that. Always need to check that in Miami and South Beach. Dolphins, or sorry, Broncos getting 6.5 points here. Is there any way the Broncos win this game? Now, is there any way they cover? I'm gonna say they do, actually. Yeah, wait, hold on. We have to be doing the AFC and so yeah, the home team is who goes first
Oh, we've
on
been
here.
doing that. We've been doing that. Don't worry.
Oh, we have? I didn't even notice. Okay. Broncos will cover 6.5. Both of their games have come down to the wire. And Jalen Waddle might not be playing
I
in
agree.
Miami.
I agree. I like it. That's what I was thinking. That's a pesky team with a solid defense.
Mhm. There we
Now, I
go.
don't trust Vance Joseph, but
That's fair.
it's whatever.
Speaking
Chargers at
speaking of not
Vikings.
trusting, how about the two most chaotic teams in
Oh my
football?
gosh. I feel like Justin Jefferson's gonna carve up that secondary.
Oh, for sure. Man, FBI's giving him a 54% chance of winning, or 53, sorry. That's insane to me. Honestly. The Vikings can do whatever they want in the pass game, and the Chargers can't stop the pass. I know you're doing your call on this first, but I just want to say this. I don't understand that FBI projection there. Vikings defense has gotten a lot better from where it was last year. Sorry, yeah, I'll just let you go ahead and take it away.
No, you can keep going. You can keep going. You can talk.
If I
Make
talk
your
too
pick.
much, I'm gonna give away my line prediction here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Vikings to cover here. I think they'll have like a late Justin Jefferson touchdown.
I agree. Okay, that was what I was gonna say. I really, I mean, as crazy as both these teams are, and as chaotic as I'm sure this game is gonna be, Vikings -1 honestly feels pretty free, just because their weaknesses line up, or what the Chargers' weaknesses line up really unfortunately with the Vikings' strengths. Um, and they've got Cam Akers now. Um, there you go. Jets hosting the Patriots. Jets getting 2.5 points as a home dog. With Zach Wilson at the helm. Shoot, man, the Jets suck.
They
Zach
do.
Wilson's
They scored.
terrible. Patriots
They,
also kind of suck, though. I don't know, man. This is
they
tough.
scored 10 points against that very good defense. Patriots defense pretty damn good too.
Both of these games were weird last year. Patriots did sweep them, but they were both close games where the Patriots defense and special teams basically won the game.
That's what I'm counting on too.
I say it happens again. I say Patriots win, then they cover the 2.5.
Me too. I think they're going to get like a defensive score late, and that's going to win it for them.
There we go. Bills going to Moscow to take on the Commies.
I was thinking Moscow, Idaho for some reason.
Maybe.
I was thinking college football. Oh yeah, this is my one. Commies, I think, are also fraudulent 2-0.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But
they're a fun fraudulent where it's just like chaos. The Broncos are boring fraudulent. Or no, sorry, not the Broncos, the Saints. The other
Saints.
Sean Payton
They're boring fraudulent. Bills really stomped the Raiders last week. They can beat a team that's worse than them. I'm going to take them to cover.
Yeah, -6 feels pretty. I would say it feels free. I'm thinking -6 is a big line.
Save your upsets for later because I only have so much space on the sticky note.
Yeah,
if you
want
to talk about a big line,
I'll
look at
take
the next two we got coming.
Yeah, I know, and I already tell you what I'm going to do on one of these. Bills -6. I'm going to take Bills -6. I'll agree with you on that one. Jaguars are not covering 8.5 against Houston, though. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah.
The Jaguars will win this game. Don't get me wrong, but 8.5 is too big for a division game, man. And the Texans don't look horrible right now. They don't look horrible. I think
They lost by more than 8.5 to the Colts.
That's true. That's true. But
This is
the
at
Jaguars
Jacksonville
offense
in
had
the
a
heat. In
major
the
late
heat.
down. Yeah, that's the Texans won in Jacksonville last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Texans had or not Texans. Jags had a major letdown second half against Kansas City. I think that carries over into this game a little bit. I don't necessarily think they'll like lose. They're not going to lose. The Jaguars will win this game. But 8.5 is just too much for a division game, man. I feel pretty confident Houston plus 8.5 here.
I'll agree with that. On to the next game.
Speaking of AFC South,
if AR is playing, I think he's questionable.
I'm going to assume he's not.
He's not practicing Thursday. He's not.
Yeah, he's not playing. Yeah, so I'm gonna. Yeah, he's not playing.
So if AR was playing, I would take Colts to cover that. But since he's out, I'm gonna take. Oh wait, this is yours though. But AR.
No, it's okay. I was gonna do the same thing. Gardner Minshew playing. Yeah, I'm gonna take Ravens.
Ravens covering
minus 8.5. Yeah.
I think they get a defensive score in there.
I can see that. Here we go. Carolina going to Seattle in the Super Bowl celebration. Andy Dalton seeing if he can spoil the Super Bowl celebration. Seahawks losing 6 points here. Who you got, Mr. Seattle?
I think that the Panthers offense is quite bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Andy Dalton has shown himself to be anything good for a while now. I don't trust our defense either. But I think I'm going to take Seahawks cover 6.
I think the Seahawks win this game on a last-second field goal. I think the Panthers cover. This screams weird Seattle game. This screams weird Seattle game. They're wearing white at home for the first time in team history, actually. Fun fact. This screams weird Seattle game. And you know what happened last time Andy Dalton was in Seattle? It was supposed to be a blowout, and it was not. They needed a last-second field goal to beat the worst team in the league, the 2019 Cincinnati Bengals. So Andy Dalton leading another cat team for the first time since then. Seahawks
You're biased for the Red Rocket.
I am, of course I am. I love that guy, man. I used to have his fat head. I still got his jersey somewhere hanging up, but no, I think the Panthers do cover this game, but Seahawks do win.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this line here. Look, next two lines actually. Look at this. Chiefs hosting the Chicago. Can't say it on line thing that happened. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Bad thing. Chicago Bears.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, no, I don't even know how FBI is given Bears 18% chance to win. This is about.
They got an 18% chance to cover.
Yeah, bad. Yeah, honestly, the Chiefs. I think Chiefs probably win this game by like 30. Honestly.
Yes, this one's gonna be ugly. This one's gonna be really ugly.
Chiefs are still pissed probably from week 1, honestly, and they didn't win confidently in week 2. Like they barely beat the Jags. Give Travis Kelce another week to get kind of back.
Travis Kelce's probably going to run
another week to get back into it.
Kyler Gordon's out.
Yep.
I would have liked to see Kyler Gordon like shadow like Travis Kelce or something.
Yeah,
that would be a fun athletic matchup.
Yeah, no, the Chiefs are going to win this game by like 30.
Cowboys at Cardinals.
There you go.
This one's going to be fun.
I think the Cardinals. Actually, no, sorry, you got this one.
What did I learn for saying the Cardinals would not cover last week? Do I learn from that?
12.5 is an insane spread, but the Cowboys do have a plus 60 point differential through 2 weeks. So,
how did the Eagles do last year against the Cowboys defensively?
That's a good question. Let's see. 2020. Hold on, I have to go to Google first. 2022 Philadelphia Eagles.
How did the guy with fire in his belly, the coach with
Let's
fire in his
see.
belly, how did he do against them last year?
So let's see. We're looking. There's the divisional round.
They
So in the
won
first
last
game
year.
they played, they won, only allowed 17 points. Second game they lost, allowed 40 points.
Give me the Cowboys to cover.
I agree. And again, I think the Cardinals are a little feisty. They got the fire in the belly, as we like to joke around.
But this is a really good Cowboys team.
And it's also a Cowboys team that is winning by an average of 30 points per game through 2 weeks. And that was
against a team that the Cardinals lost to.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, give me the Cowboys in this one as well. Oh man, this one's gonna be weird.
Oh gosh, Raiders are favored.
That's how bad the Steelers' offense is right now, man. I don't know. how many defensive touchdowns are Alex Highsmith and T.J. Watt going to score in this game? Because
they need to.
Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Deshaun Watson, so you can't count on that to happen. But he's also more injury prone. So if Brian Hoyer has to go in the game, all of a sudden you're in trouble. This is weird. I don't even know what direction to go in this one with, man. I just don't know even what to make of the Raiders. I know the Steelers are going to be absolutely inept on offense. And I still think the Raiders defense is, with Max Crosby, are going to take advantage of what is still a very, very weak Pittsburgh offensive line. Steelers offense sucks butt cheeks, though. But the Raiders are so weird. Screw it. Give me the Raiders.
I'm taking Steelers with the points.
Okay. I don't hate that, honestly. I think the Raiders probably win by like a field goal, so -2.5 is okay. That's a weird game, honestly. I probably should have just taken the Steelers with the points in hindsight.
Oh my god, that's prime time. We have to watch that shit on prime
time.
How
did that get on Sunday Night Football? That's my question, man. Is it just because it's two historic franchises? I guess.
Yeah, watch that crap. Jeez.
Yeah. Fun Monday night slate here, though.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome Monday night slate.
Philly going to Battle of 2-0s. Is this the only
what
Battle
this
of
makes me think of?
This
makes me think of the Steelers going down to Tampa in 2019.
That's right.
Give me the Eagles plus with -5.
-5. I agree. Actually, I do agree. I think the Eagles win by 5, or at least 5 there. And last but not least, the Cincinnati Brownings taking on the LA Rams. Watch Jake Browning will throw for like 400 yards. That'd be so funny. That would be
a team that loves UW players too.
That would be the opposite of the darkest timeline. That's the brightest timeline. That's the timeline where everyone's fun and happy. If you're a Bengals fan, nothing's ever fun and happy. No, the Rams are going to win this game. Bengals -3. You kidding me? How are they still getting points? This is insane. No.
Yeah, I agree there.
If Burrow plays
Rams +3.
If Burrow plays, I'm flipping my bet to say the Bengals do cover this 3, but I just don't think he will. And Browning is not an NFL quarterback, so
no, he wasn't a good college one late in his career either.
I'm working under the impression that Jake Browning is going to start for the Bengals, and if he does, Rams +3 is a easy bet. If Burrow plays though, we flip it, and maybe we text that. Maybe we make that commitment on Monday if it gets revealed that Burrow is playing. At which point I'm flipping to Bengals -3.
I'd do it as well.
Okay, so either way we'll be balanced. Though.
So either way, it's fine.
Cool. So what are our disagreements so far this week? Then we
got 4. We got Atlanta.
Pittsburgh.
I got Atlanta +3. You got Lions -3. I got Saints 1.5. You got Packers -1.5. I got Seahawks -6. Panthers +6. That was totally gonna blow up in my face. And I got Steelers +2.5. You got Raiders -2.5.
There you go. I feel good about all those. Actually, there's none where I look at that and I'm like, oh god. I feel all right about all those. I will say though, last week I was so close to picking Atlanta. I was so close to picking Atlanta last week, and you convinced me not to, and I feel like a fool for that.
I got a couple. I got the dogs this week though. I got 3 dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. The only dog I got Carolina as my dog. It's the only one. I
Because
got the cat as my
it's
dog.
that's biased on 2 fronts, because biased for Seahawks and biased for
And bias for
Andy
Andy
Dalton.
Dalton. Oh yeah, baby. Red rifle, baby. There it is. I still got the
Oh
hat,
man,
even if they
let's
let me
go.
down. But yeah, there we go. There's week 3. Any more thoughts? Any more thoughts for the pod
Flying
here?
by. It's going quick.
Yeah. I mean, nice thing
Enjoy it.
is, I like that we have 18 weeks and then playoffs after that. Even though it does feel like it's flying by, we won't have a weekend without football until mid-February, which is 5.5 months away. So
Ooh, I like that. And then
we're good.
and after that, daylight savings is almost done, so that's good.
Yep, exactly. So,
The
yeah,
first couple of weeks of NFL always go quick, I think.
right. They
And
always
then
feel like they fly by,
and then the
and then when
slog happens.
weeks like 5 through 12 feel like they're just like a total slog. Yeah,
Oh
before like the
yeah.
playoff
Oh
push
yeah.
really starts to get going. Yeah. Um. All right. Any last thoughts? Anything?
Brian Dable is looking like Matt Nagy right now.
He's better than Matt Nagy.
He
That's
is. And I agree
disrespectful.
with that. I agree with that as well. It's just the comp is so fun.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. I feel pretty confident that I'm gonna go 4-0 this week in our different
I
episodes.
disagree.
Who
I
knows? Who
disagree.
knows,
I think
man?
I'm going 4-0 this weekend.
Whoa, how could you say that? That's ridiculous. No, it'll be a fun week. This is a fun slate of games. Not a whole lot other outside of that late afternoon one. Actually, yeah, look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines that are more than one possession. Everything else is right within 3 points. The
That
biggest
morning
one is
slate's
like
great.
6. Yeah, it's a fun morning slate.
Too bad I'm gonna be sleeping from a late night West Coast college football game. Both of us. Both of us. Aren't you going to the Wildcats game this weekend?
No, I'm not. Oh, I'm not going. I'm going to Tucson on Saturday, but I will not be going. I don't think they play at home. I think
I
the
thought you said you
Wildcats
were
are on the road
going.
this week. Next week I am, because that's when UW's in
Oh,
town.
next week. Oh,
Yeah.
of course. I knew that.
Yeah. No. UW always plays great in Arizona, right? That'll definitely be a fun,
Uh,
rewarding game. I
um,
mean,
at least it's at 7. At least it's at 7.
right. All right,
Oh
my friend.
gosh, that's the biggest trap game of the year. Is that
Oh,
one.
it definitely is. And Arizona's a good team too. If they overlook them, it might get ugly.
I don't think they will. I think they knew they were good. I mean, they played them hard last year.
Yeah, they
And
did.
I wasn't at that game.
Their
You
defense
know why?
sucked in that game. Why?
I was at the Mariners Astros game, the 18-inning game.
Oh, was that the same day? Oh gosh, man. That was brutal. That was a brutal day. It's a brutal day for Seattle sports. Even though the UW won, it was that defensive performance
Kraken were
was
playing that too. We're playing too.
were they really
I,
wow, what a day.
I'm much happier with how the defense has looked this year
They
so
haven't played
far.
an offense yet. Let's see them play an actual
They didn't look
offense.
good against Kent State last year. Come on.
We'll see how they look against like Oregon and USC and U of A. U of A might be the first real offense they play all year. Perfect. I'm
Oh,
going to get to see a
absolutely.
45-52 game. That'll be
Like the
fun.
thing is, I think Cal might keep us a little lower than usual. I think maybe 30s. I
Yeah.
don't think their offense can score points.
Yeah. They had the best defense we played so far, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Justin Wilcox knows how to scheme defense. That's why after the series, he's probably going to be making a lot of money as a DC.
Yep. For sure. For sure. But we'll save all that talk for the college pod next Tuesday.
I love college football. I love college football.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll have lots to talk about, I'm sure, next Tuesday with the whole slate of conference game coming up this Saturday. Wait, were there any college games tonight that
There was the Chanticleers.
Did the Chanticleers win?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
How could you lead with that? Then you didn't even pay attention.
I'm a Chanticleer head, man.
Wait, where are the games?
Georgia
here?
Southern. Georgia Southern.
Top 25. Hold on. I just want to do all FBS here. Here we go. Wait, Friday? Oh, wait, here we go. Georgia State.
No! No. You know who's the coaches at Georgia State right now?
Who's that?
You don't know? Actually,
Who's
it might
it?
be one of two schools, and I might be wrong about this.
Who's
It's
that?
either at Georgia State or Georgia Southern. That might
Yeah.
clue you in. Clay Helton is that one of those two
Yeah,
schools?
Clay Helton's at Georgia Southern.
Ah, crap. I'm 0 for 2 right now. Chanticleer's lost, and I screwed that up.
Brutal. Brutal. Hey,
I've been a
good.
Chanticleer head since 2020, man.
Good on Georgia
Mormons
State for
versus
getting to 4-0 right now. Who would have predicted that?
Mormons versus Mullets was an awesome game. Remember that?
I do remember that. That was crazy. 2020 was a fun year for college football, even though
No,
it
it was
chaotic.
not. It was an awful year.
It was the Devontae Smith Heisman year, man.
Like Pac-12 played 4 games.
It sucked for us, but it was fun for SEC fans. It's fun for Big Ten fans that played a full
Big Ten
slate.
games. Big Ten. They missed 4 weeks.
It was fun.
You know who had a good year that year though? I think Michael Penix had a good year that year.
Yeah, that was the Michael Penix breakout year.
That was the.
Yeah,
I don't
that
think
was
that
that
was
year.
a touchdown. I don't think it was
You
a
can tell
touchdown.
you can tell because the background it's empty stands. That's how you know it was.
I don't think it was a touchdown.
I think it was. I think it was. He hit the pylon.
I think the ball hit the ground before it hit the pylon.
Who knows, man? It was ruled a touchdown.
But hey, that's part of the
It created
mythos.
the legend. It created the legend.
Oh, this
That's
was a
what
question.
matters.
I know this isn't a college football episode.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask this on Tuesday. Does Michael Penix belong on the Mount Rushmore of UW? I think you got to wait to the end of the season, but if he keeps it up, I think he does.
If he wins a Heisman or gets us to the CFP, then yes.
Yeah. Who else
If
would
not,
be on
if he goes
your
0 for
UW
2 on that, no.
Who's on your UW Rushmore?
Warren Moon, NFL
Yes,
Hall
good.
of Famer. Jake Browning holds most of our passing records.
I agree.
I would say you have to put I feel like I'm committing a cardinal sin by forgetting his names right now.
Steve Entman?
No, not Steve. No, I'm thinking the coach, the old coach.
Don James.
Don James, yeah. Don
Players
James,
only.
yeah.
Players only.
Oh, it's players only? Okay, if we're doing players only. Outside of those two, I'm trying to think.
I got some. I'll go Warren Moon. I'll go Myles Gaskin, not Jake Browning. I'll go Myles Gaskin. I'll go Steve Entman. I think Steve Entman should be on there. He was insane in the 90s. I think I might leave a spot open for Michael Penix. Who I would put? I'd put Jake Locker there on the 4th spot.
Okay.
Because he helped lead us out of the 0-12 season.
All right.
No, he was.
I'll throw Jake Locker on for one of my third positions.
Not Entman though.
I didn't say I wouldn't do Entman. Yeah, he'll be my 4th.
Yeah,
he'll be my 4th.
I think I'd bump off Locker for Penix if he gets to New York. If he gets to New York, not win, but gets there.
No, he has to win. If he's
win?
the first UW Heisman winner, that gets him on for sure.
I think he might be number 1 spot if he gets on.
Well, then I can say that he'd be our only Heisman winner. He'd go from off the list to number 1 in my eyes for sure.
Yeah.
But all right,
I
think
that was fun.
That was a fun episode. Very fun episode, and we'll be back next Tuesday to talk Week 4 of college football. Any final closing thought? No, Week 4 of college football, Week 3 of NFL, and then preview Week 5.
Oh,
we'll be reviewing Week 4, previewing Week 5.
Of course.
Yes,
we were both right.
We're both right. Yeah. There you go. Closing remarks, Mr. Robert Jokinen.
If one of us subscribe, we all subscribe. If one of